When the purpose of a thing is not known, abuse is inevitable. I heard that quote a lot while growing up from the late Miles Monroe. And now thinking about it, it makes more sense to me. I want to talk about this in two dimensions. I want to talk as the individual and also for social media. For an individual, when you don't know the purpose for why you are alive, you will usually abuse your life in that sense. Basically, the quote means that if you don't know what you should be doing at a particular time, you will usually spend that time doing something that is considered an abuse of that time, because an abuse is to call something differently than it is in a derogatory manner. And so, if I abuse a person, I'm calling them differently than they are, usually in a derogatory manner. If I'm abusing my time, I am calling that time something different than it is. Or in this case, I am using that time for something different than it is supposed to be used, usually in a derogatory manner. In this case, would be in a wasteful manner. So, if an individual doesn't know what he should be doing at a particular time, or what he should be doing in a particular place, or what he should be doing with a particular relationship, if you don't know what you're supposed to be doing, you will do other things and essentially you will not meet your goal. It's just like a person who is set to run on in a race, and he's on the track, and then on the track starts to draw. Other people around him have hit the gunshot and they've started running quickly to their goal, and he is drawing the crowd and saying, "Hey, look, there's a lot of people watching us." Or maybe making a call, like showing people that, "Hey, look at how many people are watching me on this track." He's abusing his time on that track because he was supposed to be rushing towards the goal, trying to be the first person to cross the finish line, but he's fascinated, he's distracted by the number of people cheering and watching. That's kind of a simplistic example, but it shows what abuse means and how, when you don't know the reason why you should do something, you will usually abuse it. So that is for the individual. From a social media perspective, I was in the bathroom this morning and I was just thinking, the best ideas come in the bathroom, don't they? Anyway, I was thinking that social media was a way for us to connect with other people. So essentially, maybe WhatsApp, it was to get messages about what's important or to pass information quickly between two people. But what has it morphed into today? At least for me, I know WhatsApp is sort of a life update news feed. So you go checking statuses to see what people are up to. You just keep staring at chats, rereading chats, starting up conversations that don't really contribute to moving forward, that don't. And when I mean moving forward, I don't imply that you should always be moving forward in that sense. There are times to just relax and be fine. But just meaningless conversations in that sense, things that don't move the needle, don't make you more relaxed. They're just for fun and just laughing and just sometimes just a waste of time. And so I realized that, and I've spoken WhatsApp. There's also Facebook. There's Instagram. People just people have created a lifestyle out of being on social media. Social media today is it was supposed to help us connect in real life, in that you met someone on social media and then you meet in real life and like, hey, I know you, we spoke a few minutes the other day and I saw your updates, congratulations, and just to strengthen physical interactions. But now social media is where the interactions are, and physical interactions are now sponsoring social media updates, such that people will rather stay at home and chat all day rather than go speak to the person next door who they are probably chatting with. There's a lot of changes that are happening, and I'm not calling them good or bad. I'm just saying when the purpose of a thing is not known, the abuse is inevitable. In other words, if the reason why you are using social media, if what you're using social media for, if the purpose social media was supposed to fill in your life is not clearly defined, you'll usually abuse it. And let me give a short example as I round up this video. I know people whose social media is strictly for important business. So you want to reach out to me for this, and they have times when they use that tool. They consider it a tool to improve their productivity or improve the reach or the businesses they can attract. And so they have a specific reason they are using that um, tool, and it stays for that. There's something called WhatsApp Business today. And so you have business pages on WhatsApp, and it's strictly for business. So any conversation that comes in there that is not business oriented, you really don't have to respond to that. In actual fact, many times you message somebody, they prompt you saying, "Hey, welcome to this business. What can we do for you?" So it's very easy for that to be a focused page and for strictly business. The point I'm making is that you should define what your tools, your social media tools are for you and use them for that. There's a lot of distraction on there, don't get me wrong. And these things are carefully engineered to catch your attention. But that's where your discipline will come in, knowing the purpose of this tool for you and how you're going to use it so you don't abuse it. I've seen people who, at the family dining table, are using their phones in a time when they're supposed to be connecting with their kids, when they're supposed to just enjoy the day and spend quality time together. They are on their phones doing what? Checking status updates or seeing how another person is living their lives that have been well curated. It's kind of crazy when you think about it deeply. I hope you got the point of this video. Thank you for watching day 51 of the 100 Days of Consistency Challenge.